So my name is Rahi Mehta and I look after digital revenue and communications at Samco Securities. The major functions or the KPIs what I try to manage is look after the activation. Then the next comes in the funnel is engagement and then eventually retention. So it has also helped us streamline a lot of our processes where we have created different customer journeys as per the cohort, where as soon as a user is onboarded, there are a list of communication which goes to each client. Once that customer is onboarded, to also keep that customer engaged, there are different journeys where we are trying to upsell our products to the cohorts. Advantage what it is helping us achieve is that because of the segmentation and the Moving Edge platform, what it has made our life easier is that that is helping us derive segments for upsell and cross-sell, where you know the specific users who might be interested in products like MTF, SIPs, and eventually reaching out to these clients and making it more easier to upsell this. This platform, what we have tried to achieve is over the last, I think, 6 to 9 months, what we have done is we have increased our average order per user from, I think, 9 or 10 to somewhere close to 13, 14. And eventually, I think what it boils down to is the revenue, which is a byproduct of the orders. So I think that has helped us in engagement. And once the user is getting used to the platform, the retention eventually is going to increase. So what we have done is we have understood that 90 days is the period where usually if any lead is onboarded, if within that time frame, if that user is trading with us, that person is going to stick with us for lifetime. We try to ensure that we make the user trade within that 90 period, and for that we have created various journeys. Also, we have created nudges where we have created trade-wise journeys. So where, for an example, if there's a user who's sitting at say 5 trades, there's a user who's sitting at 10 trade, 15, 20. So eventually the motive is for user to go about 20 trades. And that is one of the KPI what we track at Samco. So what we have created is we have created journeys as per these trade durations or the trade numbers where the user is sitting on that trade, and we are ensuring that the user moves up in the bucket and eventually increases the trades with Samco. In a country like India, every user has different purchasing power. So what we have done is we have created different segments and cohorts as per the portfolio value, what they have, the holdings they have, and we have created journeys according to that. So for an example, a user with maybe 10k funds lying in his account and someone who has close to say 1 lakh funds lying in his account would have a different thought process, target, achievements, or maybe there's a different life goal what he's trying to achieve. So there are different set of communication what we set to these users. And also what we have done is to increase the revenue for us, what we do is we have created buckets of stocks, which would eventually give us more brokerage in return and increasing the revenue for us. Once when we understood that 90 days is the period where is the maximum period where a customer might retain, if once a user goes above 90 days time frame, you're just going to lose that client. So what we have done is we have also created journeys for the initial 1 month. I think that is the maximum recall what any brand would have. And we have created journeys within this 30-day period where it is what we are trying to do is we are trying to get the user logged into our app. And for that, we have created 3 different journeys, which is one is from 0 to 7 days, 7 to 15, and then from 15 to 30. So what we ensure is that a person who's actively traded once or is a part of active trade and within the last 90 days, but not trading with us within the last 1 week, 10 days, or eventually a month, we are sending them nudges via different communications. And what this has done is this has helped us get a 12 to 15% uptick on the DAUs. The industry benchmark for conversions is somewhere close to 2 to 3%, which is overall in the industry. But I think with the journeys what we have created for activations and majorly engagement as well, this has given us what I've seen in the past is that the conversion rate is as high as 10%. So one of the best feature what MoEngage has is intelligent path optimizer, which is known as IPO. So what that does is that helps you understand what the user is engaging with. Is he responding to email, RCS, WhatsApp? And through that, what we have done is we are trying to utilize the cheapest form of communication. What this has helped us do is this has helped us reduce almost close to 40% of our spends, as WhatsApp being the most expensive communication channel right now. The number of users whom we are trying to reach out on WhatsApp has reduced, and which is eventually helping us reduce our cost. Apart from this, I think also one of the other feature what I would also like to highlight is the best time to send. I mean, today everyone I think is still in that dilemma. What is the best time where you can reach out to the users? I mean, MoEngage does that for you. So I mean, I think it's a brilliant feature which I find. So what this does is this is given us almost close to 20% uptick for our open rates, and I think close to 5% for click rates as well.
Probably my take on lean martech stack would be that yes, definitely MoEngage is a tool which sits in the center of all our communications and everything. And what we're trying to do is that build a 360-degree round information engine around MoEngage, which starts from a lot of information going to and from our contact center and sales team, whether it is information related to the customer behavior, the events which are flowing in, how exactly the customer is functioning, whether the information related to a lot of segmentation happening in our databases, how do we enrich our transactional data. And then what we try and do is assimilate all of this information, pass it back to MoEngage, and try and personalize the overall experience of the customer.